on earth is a belly wedge?
Well, it's something you don't see much these days.
Is it not?
No.
Could I use a belly wedge?
Well,
do I need a belly wedge?
I think you could.
Do you need a belly wedge?
Yeah, I think we could all do with a belly wedge. And that we've developed a belly wedge, I think, over the years. But anyway, it's for clout bows. That's bows that are used for clout shooting.
What's clout shooting?
Shooting a target on the ground, 180 yards away from the archer. So
that's a long way.
It is quite a long way. So you need a reasonably good quality bow of reasonable weight.
Reasonably good quality.
Reasonably good quality.
Reasonably
Good weight.
A really quite good cheap bow.
Quite good bow. Yeah. Obviously, you can have bows lightweight that perform really well and will reach the distance. You can have other bows that are the same weight; they're just a lump of lead and won't do it. So you need a bow 55-pound-ish. Let's say.
That's why we don't use lead.
Sake of argument.
That's why we don't make them out of lead.
Not anymore. We'd love to, but
can't afford the lead.
Can't get the lead anymore. They closed down all the lead mines.
Makes you go funny.
So anyway, belly wedge. You do see it on Victorian clout bows, and it's really a safety feature.
Ooh.
A lot of people clout shooting will draw the arrow until they feel the pile of the arrow actually coming onto their hand. And then, to get that extra distance, you use a slashing loose. So, like that.
Slashing loose.
And if you're not careful, you could overdraw the arrow and bring it inside the bow, and it could stick in your hand. And
like that.
Yeah, and you know, it's
painful. Don't do that.
It is. So it's a safety feature. So we've made one to put on this bow. I've held it on with a blue engineer's electrical tape.
It's our preferred method of holding all things onto a bow because it looks so nice.
But
so no comments about how awful the blue tape looks.
The Victorian ones, yeah, it was a little wooden wedge glued onto the bow, and then usually with some leather around it to help hold it on.
Right.
So if you don't want to glue this to your
one and only
lovely bow,
yeah,
you can make it and just put it on with some tape.
So this is just a temporary solution,
and it will do the job.
Yeah.
If you feel you don't need it, well, fine. But it's just something that did occur quite often in the Victorian clout bows, and you just don't see it anymore.
No, I've seen them in Hugh Saw's collection of bows. I think one or two have come into the workshop over the years with them on.
You have seen them, yes.
It's amazing they survive, actually.
I know, yeah.
It's probably why you don't see so many, but even the ones I have seen, I'm amazed it's still on there.
Yeah.
Considering a lot of the Victorian bows seem to lose their knocks, let alone a bit of wood stuck onto them.
But I say they often had leather around them to help hold it on, because the glue wouldn't have been that brilliant.
No.
So
how did we make? We made one of these. This one here, obviously.
Yeah.
Just quickly for demonstrations.
Piece of wood.
So we used a bit of wire to sort of get the shape of the bow.
Yeah.
You could obviously use one of those fancy things that sort of, I don't know what they're called.
No.
Those things that sort of go
lots
like
of little
that.
metal bits on them that you can.
Let us know in the comments below what that thing is that forms a shape of something.
Yeah.
I think you use it when you're doing things in a bathroom
and you want
things like that, pipe work.
Cut some
one of those
skirting to the right shape or something.
So then we were able to make a little pattern with a piece of card.
Yeah.
So we could get this shape of the bow correct.
That's right.
And this is just a triangular, then cut triangular.
And just a bit of a fiddle, so you get a reasonably smooth transition between the bow and the wedge.
Yeah.
And if I have an arrow, I mean, this is when you're at full draw. So if you draw, and a lot of people will feel that's where they come to. You give a bit of a slashing loose, and
it could make half an inch difference.
That would have gone into the bow.
Yeah.
As it is, it won't. It will just ride on that wedge.
So it could actually have gone, if the wedge wasn't there, it could have stuck.
It would have stuck in the bow.
You let
arrow
go.
Would have broken. Bit of wood in your hand. Not worth the risk.
We're not demonstrating that on camera. But I think you have to use your imagination.
So
how fantastical
it
that
means
would
you
be.
can just draw that extra bit and nothing's terrible is going to happen.
Yeah.
And in extreme, it would actually go round the other side of the wedge
Again,
and past
safely,
the other.
yeah.
It's a safety feature,
Yeah,
which is why they obviously did it.
yeah,
You don't want to draw it there because the arrow's obviously going to point in a slightly different direction, but it's a safety. If you did that slashing loose, draw that a little bit further than you really wanted to, get a bit enthusiastic. And
those enthusiastic.
so there we are. So that was
Victorians
something,
and they're slashing,
they're
slashing all over the
I
place.
know. So that's it. It's held on with some nice blue tape.
Blue
You
plastic
can have
tape.
any colour tape you like.
Yeah,
Just
any
that-
colour.
That was just the one we had hanging
Let us
around.
know below what colour you choose, because we really want
So
to know.
there we are. So we don't see it anymore, but no reason why you shouldn't.
Oh, there you are.
Interesting.
Belly wedge.
More interesting stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you can see we're familiar with them. So there you are. Have you ever seen a belly wedge before? Have you used one? Do you need one? I suspect you probably do if you're the area of age that seems to watch our videos.
Yeah.
Probably all people who need a belly wedge by now.
I know. It's all these burgers and things that people eat.
Yeah, yeah. Why is it they always have those at field shoots? Burger
Yeah,
van.
I
Shouldn't
know.
it be salad vans?
It should be. I don't know why they don't have them, really.
Health vans.
I've even got round to eating vegetables now,
I know.
and after all these years. And
Yes.
I hate them. Can't see the point of vegetables.
I'm glad
If
you
it
stood
wasn't for the
side
fact
on.
that-
I'm sure people at home can see that it's
It
done
wasn't
no good
For
whatsoever.
the fact that they're good for you, I don't see the point of vegetables. They're really a waste of time.
So there you are, folks. Do you know any other Victorian safety features that might benefit us in this modern age? If you do fancy having a go making one, hopefully this video has given you a brief pointer in the direction of how to create a wonderful belly wedge. And we don't recommend using yew. We actually used a bit of yew. But that falls apart quite easily when you're
Spotted
working, 'cause
that.
it's so thin. So don't use yew. Use something like lemon wood or something. It's probably a bit easier. Yeah, let us know below how you get on. Thanks for watching.
Good.
Slashing.